Hey guys, this is Marcus Herman, and this video is just a compilation of everybody that I could find that's in EA Sports College Football, voiceovers, or in the game itself, just talking about the game and the process. And I just wanted to remind you guys that I do have that giveaway still going, 500 subscribers, which we're really close to hitting. 2 people will go away with the EA Sports College Football 25 game, and if I hit 1,000 subscribers by July 1st, 4 people are going to go away with EA Sports College Football 25. So all you have to do is subscribe, like the video, and comment down below your favorite team and the console of choice to enter the giveaway. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy.
Voiceover sessions for EA Sports CFP 25. Microphone, digital recorder, laptop where they have Zoom calls where guys from EA are engineering and directing these sessions. It has been fun. It's been taxing sometimes, monotonous at other times, because everything you could possibly see in a football game, even the mundane plays, I've said into that microphone many, many different ways. Bunch of stuff you'd never see in a real game I've described. You want to punt on second down, try a 71-yard field goal. That's in the game too, along with the appropriate analysis of those decisions. Your quarterback throws 5 picks in the first quarter or 5 touchdowns. We got you covered there too in detail. People have asked, when my team scores a touchdown, will there be appropriate excitement like a real game? Hell yes. EA insists on realism. I sat here in an hour and said, touchdown, Alabama, all the way down to touchdown, Wyoming, along with the version for the team nicknames. It was like a month of touchdown calls in an hour. I needed the T for the voice. Kirk and I have had joint sessions playing off each other like you would in a real booth. There's going to be incredible detail. What I've seen of the game will blow people away, and really excited for you to see it. Probably 2 more sessions this week. I've recorded the pregame setups for the new 12-team playoff bracket games, the on-campus settings, the 4 quarterfinals and 2 semifinals, and it was really fun to sit in this little room in March and do a national championship game setup. Of course, gamers are going to get to experience the new bigger bracket in the summer, way before it plays out on the field. And whoever you select in Dynasty mode and take to a national championship, Kennesaw State, Troy State, anybody, yes, to answer your questions, you will get a customized national championship shout out. If you pick Coach Prime and the Buffs and you win, you might get an extra special shout out. Speaking of long shots, I recorded today this. Your defense forces and recovers a fumble in the end zone to win the game on the final play. It was a crazy high energy call, but yes, that is in the game. A quick update here. We're deep in the 4th quarter in this process. Only a few more days of voiceover recording and our part of the game is going to be done. Kirk and I have one more joint session where we kind of simulate the booth banter. My last session, I'm told, is going to be recording hundreds of player names. Very cool. That's in the game for the first time as they opt in and get compensated. So that'll be the final day in a couple of weeks here. I re-recorded a bunch of the high-intensity calls to give more energy. I just didn't like what I heard when they played back for me a simulation of Ohio State versus Michigan. Buckeyes score a touchdown on a 75-yard pass on the opening play of the game. And you got to have incredible energy mixed with surprise when you call that kind of play. Didn't like what I heard. The way the computer stitched together the various little calls just didn't fit. I wanted it to sound like Xavier Worthy scoring against Oklahoma on the first play of the Red River game a few years ago. So I listened to that callback. I wanted the game to match that level of intensity. So we went back and recorded a bunch of those kind of calls. And at the end of it, your voice is trashed. You feel like as spent as you are after calling a real game, sitting in this booth trying to get to that place when you're in a stadium calling the game. And folks, that's a wrap from my part of the voiceover work for the EA Sports College Football game. I'm told more than 115 hours over about 2 years. It was a wild experience. Kirk and I did some joint recordings on the final session, covering some analysis in the booth. If your quarterback throws 5 interceptions that you continue to call nothing but pass plays, that is analyzed. If your team goes to triple overtime or beyond and it becomes a contest of 2-point conversion plays and your defense picks one off and runs it back for a pick 2 to win the game, that's in the game, along with a crazy reaction. Got done reading more than 700 player names in the game. It is an incredibly detailed process. I couldn't be more impressed with everyone at EA. Total pros who care so much about the quality and sweat the details. EA is going to release much more information about gameplay, etc. Cover athletes, I know, before the end of the month, so keep an eye out for that.
Already done hay in the barn, or are we still, yeah, a lot.
We're still banging around on that. Yeah. That's something that, it's tedious work, but I enjoy it because once the finished product comes out, it'll be a lot of fun. There's a variety of voices. In the past, there's always just the same 2 or 3 people call every game. Now I think it'll be different broadcast booths for different types of games that you play in. So that'll be kind of a different wrinkle. But yeah, I think it comes out in July. But yeah, it's work that we do, usually 2 or 3 hours at a time, and I've got a bunch still to go.
I'm a little limited in what I can say. Here's what I can tell you. I am not the star of the game. I do in-game updates and halftime. I think I can say that. If not, we're breaking news here, and I'm going to get in trouble. But I can tell you this. I had probably 25 2-hour sessions where we went through just about every possible outcome. And we hit on specific rivalries, many of them. Hey, it looks like you're enjoying the backyard brawl. Let's get you caught up on what's gone down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or in Morgantown, Western. I mean, it is so unbelievably thorough. The team is so talented. There are so many individual small items in the game, on down to players wearing hoods out of the back of their jerseys, which some players do, which you wouldn't see in Madden. It's a fast game. It's an unbelievably thorough game. It looks, and the very little that I've seen looks amazing. Brett, I played the game more than any other. So the fact that I'm going to be in the game is a thrill for me. I'm unbelievably proud and honored to be a part of it. I can't wait. I just can't wait to see it. The uniform options, the fight songs, the commentary is going to be very personalized. It's not just, here's a look at the score, the Syracuse Orange lead. It is very authentic. It is very real. It really seems like you're watching a televised game.
Got a call last April, actually, from the Human Resources Office, Electronic Arts, saying that they knew of me and was wondering if I'd like to audition to have a part in the new college football video games. So I had an intro interview, I guess you would say, then an audition call, and then after that, a couple weeks later, I think it was Memorial Day weekend, I found out that I'd gotten the gig, and had to keep it obviously under wraps, and got into the recording in about September and wrapped up in February.
It had to be a hard secret to keep. Now, you're a play-by-play announcer by trade, but a public address announcer in this game. Are there any adjustments you had to make from real life to video game?
Absolutely, and really it's about the pacing, right? When you're a play-by-play announcer, you're looking to be quick. I love to get the color commentator involved. You're talking about storylines. When it's public address, it's that just omnipresent voice that really you don't have to get out or be, quick. And I just keep to the three C's, as Bob Shepard used to say, clear, concise, and correct. And I think what we were able to bring to the table here is just a blank slate going into this. And I can't tell you how awesome the producers and the coaches, really, as I call them, were at EA Sports, just on the pacing we need, the inflection we needed. And I didn't go in with any kind of shtick for doing public address or anything, just, hey, how do we work together to make this, whether it's an incomplete pass on third down or whether it's a crowd prompt you're going to hear specifically in a stadium, how do we make it sound right authentic to college football. And I really took all the coaching, took everything they would tell me in the sessions to get better, looked at the scripts to just make it as good as I can. However big my role was going to be in the game, I wanted it to be really well done, and I take a lot of pride in that.
Now, were you given a script that you had to stick to strictly, or were you allowed to come up with some stuff of your own?
That's a good question. So I was given scripts, a few days in advance of our recordings. We then would talk through the scripts during the recording. And, really as the public address announcer, you're working on short clips, right? So whether it's, what yard line the ball is on, incomplete pass. But when you get into certain things of, whether it was the receiver or the running back and how you want to say the pass went or how it was incomplete, we got into some nice creative things. And again, the whole key to this is authenticity. So, without giving away a lot of the details and what everyone's going to enjoy this summer, which is going to be awesome, really I took a lot of pride in every time you hear a public address announcer, how different things could be said to make it as authentic as possible.